So this is gonna be a weird view for you, but what you see here is my week 1 work and this is observation. So I noticed like a crane outside my house and was like, what if I hop onto this and start spinning it like you see here right now, which is dangerous, but this is what made me really like think about whenever I see cranes around like in Melbourne or anywhere in the world. It just makes me want to get on to like control them and like go max speed and increase their speed. This one is my week 2 work degree. So it's kind of like a house of mirrors, and if you go in, it'll just be like kind of like a horror experience. So I'm just giving you a warning beforehand. So yeah, how was it? Found it scary? So in week 3, I was found objects, and I went to my backyard and found twigs and made a stick man. As you can see here, I brought them into Unity and I modeled it, like simple models and textured them, and I animated them in here so you can see them. They're alive and they have their own personality. So for week 4, it was discussion of place, and this is a restaurant that I made, a simple low poly one. And in when I was in Dubai and I was doing my undergraduate, I went to this restaurant regularly, and I started inviting my friends. And in 2016, I started with a small circle, and over time, till 2019, till 2020, the friend circle kept growing and growing, and to the point that one day we had like 10 people in the restaurant at one table. So it really felt like you were having a big feast, which was really, I really liked it. And also, it was also my goal to introduce my whole batch to this restaurant. So in week 5, it was object-oriented ontology. So I had to treat objects as their own identity, as same level as human beings. So I grew ivy leaves on the wall, and to create a sense of abandonment. And at the same time, in this museum, I added this calming sound of the forest. So yeah, go ahead and stay here as long as you want in this area to like zone out if you want. Yeah, listen, before you proceed this puzzle, this is week 7 about time. So when you proceed to the end of the platform, another platform will spawn and it will like fall down. So if you left click, it'll reverse the time. So it'll reverse the platform, so it'll come back to the original position. So to solve this puzzle, you have to keep jumping and keep holding left click. Like you have to keep, you could say spam it if you want, but you just like hold left click in the right time when the object spawn, like the platform spawns, so that you can reverse it and hop onto it and keep moving on to the next object. So yeah, have fun, enjoy. Hey, yo, who turned off the lights? And why is it so foggy? And what's that creepy sound? So yeah, this is my week 9. Yeah, week 9. Character event and environment. So in this, you'll later on see there's a water plant. So you have to plant, like water all the plants in order to clear up the fog and brighten up the lights, because it's also kind of linked to trees giving life. You should plant more trees, and in return you get a better environment and also better health, because trees help the environment. you're gonna get another weird experience again. The camera is gonna go orthographic like any second now, and this is my week 10 object about horses, and I had to make this object using 3 constraints. And there were every time you die in the game, your screen becomes darker. I had to make a sound effect with one sound, and that has to be has to be less than 3 seconds. The sound effect, and the camera view has to be orthographic mode, so you not be perspective. With that, I made this kind of like mini level, as you can see when you're walking around, and hear those footstep sounds also. I couldn't do one of the rules, is like when you die, the screen becomes darker. You cannot die in this game, so that's why that rule kind of like got cancelled out because of that. So we reached the end of the interactive experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And this museum design was actually made inspired by the Guggenheim Museum, where they use the same idea of the spiral ramp, and in the middle of like along the pathway it shows all the museum items. So like it's not those like kind of like generic museums where you have them horizontally. This is placed like vertically. I'll let you control the character again, because you can go and look around the like you can look around a place again, or you can just leave the game.